in the last 32, and Jack again won, so you'd have good memories of playing zoo. And sometimes that's really important as a player. You want to play people that you have good records against.
Yeah, I mean, it's funny, isn't it? You know, the table's 12 foot by 6 no matter where you put it and who you play against, but it is a good thing to have a good record. You know, it makes you feel a lot better when you're going in against somebody you haven't beaten before, so yeah, I'm a big fan of that. Yeah, decent cue ball there. And now left, well, if Jack plays off the right hand side, it's a very skinny one. But he can come down here, he's found a gap.
One.
If you're in trouble, just pot one. Just what Jack does best, and he hooks those shots out really, really well. Phenomenal potter.
Yeah, seems like a good idea to me, but
Yellow.
He's going to roll up to this. This is really quite tricky on these tables. Cloth is very fast.
Right, Lisowski, one.
Yeah, he's done a decent job of it. Real tough shot those, aren't they, Mark? You know, you're reticent to do it because you've got to make enough in the cue ball to get there, and otherwise you snooker yourself.
That's it, exactly. You're scared of coming short, so more often than not you hit it too hard, but he's done a very, very good job of that, especially only third shot of the match, trying to judge the pace. Done it very, very well. Don't expect him to get much from it though. I think it should be easy to rest on this and not leave a shot for Jack, but he seems to have got the pace pretty quickly there, Jack, which is really good.
It's actually quite difficult at the moment to get the cue ball in that balk area and cover everything. Reds are fairly well spread, so it's not likely that you'll get a cover on all the balls. And just make sure you get a good cue ball, which Jusar has here. That's excellent. Very good shot.
It's another clever shot to nothing that Jack found there. Easy to just clip off the reds and play safe, but he's always trying to force the issue a little bit, which is good to see. Very tricky shot here now because you have to catch these so thin. Fraction thick. Another half chance for Jack. You know, he doesn't shy away from these, and love watching him play because he just stays so aggressive all the time no matter what the score is in the match.
Yeah, Jusar plays off this red here, leaves the cue ball over on the right hand side. Obviously the pink will be a blocker, so cue ball needs to be over somewhere near towards the green side of the table. Oh, and that's a nice little flick. He's just had off the brown, so that's where he was trying to get. And now it's trickier to get back into the balk area. Don't think he can play the red off the black. I don't think that's on.
Yeah, I'm with you, John. I don't think that shot was on. Black was just too close to the pocket and Quite fortunate to move so many balls and not leave anything a bit easier here.
Yeah, I'm just wondering whether he thought, you know, it was probably the only safety shot he had, but as you say, you can't guarantee where the Reds are going to go there, but he'll be happy with the result, that's for sure. Covering that red that's gone near the balk line was a big result.
Yeah, I think his best option is probably a shot to nothing at the bottom of the bunch here. Try and get back up for one of the bulk colours, or maybe even the black if he's fortunate enough. He's done well to cover the red on the left, because it would have been an easy safety for Jack and potentially put him in a lot of trouble. Or he might actually get through to it. Well, if he can, I expect Zoo to be in a lot of trouble here. Somewhere on the cushion behind the black would be perfect, I think.
Well, he had one earlier that was thin. This is even thinner than that. Anything remotely thick here, you'll hit the jaws with the cue ball. So this has got to be wafer thin. Requires good eyes, this one.
Yeah, you're nearly playing to miss this and hoping the red gets in the way. That's exactly what he's done. Great shot. If he avoids the browns, even better. Very, very good shot from there.
Oh, certainly a pretty big target there. Brown, sorry, I should say blue, green and black. He'd have some cover. It wouldn't have to be the world's greatest safety shot to get in behind that, but it'd be a problem if you got the cue ball in there.
Might have looked a straightforward shot, but you still have to play the shot well, and he did. Tough one for Jack now, because he needs to catch this extremely fine. Be wary of the in-off. It's another great shot. Seeing some good safety at the start. Not what I expected from these two.
No, it's typical snooker, isn't it? You never know what you're going to get. But I agree. A couple of the thin clips have been excellent from both players. Trouble is, I suppose, if you can drop the cue ball near these reds behind the black spot, you'd be very unlucky to leave anything. So that's an option if he wants it.
He must just feel the browns slightly in the way of the one cushion. He's now looking at two cushions to rest on, the one on the black rail. Slightly harder to judge with the first cushion being so close, but shouldn't really leave anything here. This looks pretty good. Yeah, very, very good.
Well, yeah, nice simple safety shot to get in behind the blue, black and green again. He can push the red up just to the left of the pink, up past the yellow, take the cue ball off the side cushion. So a massive amount of cover down in that balk area. This is trickier now, with that red being on the left hand side. It's covered by the brown, but when you play your safety, you've now got to cover that red up, so not that easy here.
Just looking, John, if he can come off 2 cushions and rest on the one that's causing the problems in this corner pocket. Would he leave anything in the right corner?
Yeah, it may be a better shot than trying to get back in the baulk area. Yeah. Decided that was good enough for him. I don't blame him.
Sometimes better to keep it simple like that and just get yourself out of trouble. Let Jack put you in trouble again instead of trying to play a shot that's maybe a little too difficult and too high risk.
Yeah, I agree. And you know, sometimes the player doesn't actually do what you think he's going to do as well. So they don't always get it right next shot. So, but he was in a bit of bother there.
So he thought for a second he was going to have left that over the corner, but just pulled up.
Yeah, he's doing his best here, Jack, to try and trap his man, but as yet, not got him. Wow, what a pot that is.
Yeah, great cue power on display there. Something that a lot of the Chinese players aren't renowned for. Great techniques, but not a lot of cue power, so that's good to see. There's good signs. Might only get him 1 point, and probably will only get him 1 point, but more importantly, got him out of trouble, and he'll be able to play a good safety here and put Jack in a bit of trouble himself.
Yeah, you would think so. Run through off the yellow would do the job. Big target.
One.
So much for our prediction. This will be an attacking game, Mark.
Yeah, it still could be, but just hasn't started that way yet. And even if someone does get a chance now with the way the balls are, it's not going to be a great scoring chance right now. Gives us plenty to talk about though, John. That double kiss has just left a chance at the red just below the black spot. I'm just wondering if he can play it in a way to nearly go up and cannon the brown and get himself on that black, because as long as that black's up there, the blue's tied up, it's not a great chance. But if he can get straight on the black here, give himself a better opportunity.
Yeah, it's a great shout. And even if you just, you know, move something there, you could end up on... Ideally, it'd be great on the black, but even if you're on something just to keep the break going. Yeah, didn't really play it as positively there, did he? I would have been fancying your shot there. I thought it was quite a good choice.
Yeah, I think if you'd just played that a bit firmer, you'd have a chance to the blue in the middle, which opens the game up. Just played that a little tentatively. And left a chance for Jack.
Would you play for pink here? Was it one you can drag and hold, or will you go down the table?
I think I'd actually be playing the slow cannon on the brown again. I think it's too much of a drag just getting that pink. Yeah, I didn't like that shot. Unless he was trying to cannon the red full ball on the way back up, but it was very, very difficult to judge that.
Rainbow. Okay, Lisowski, one.
So after 15 minutes of play, John, we didn't expect the highest break to be 1.
Absolutely not. It's like one of my games. If you're an Evertonian, you'd take 1 at the minute, Mark.
You mean a 1-0 defeat would be good at the minute? Is that what you meant? Yeah. Tough times for you boys at the minute, John.
Anyway, back to the snooker. You'd expect him to get pretty close to this target.
He played that very well. Just not sure what advantage he's going to gain. Just off the side cushion rest on this. Will leave one in the left centre, but it'll be far from easy.
Yeah, that's what he's got to be a little careful of. Obviously, he'd like to play off those reds and get in behind that big target in the baulk area, but he's got to be a little bit careful what he's doing with the reds.
I think he was looking there, John, at playing one red in off the red and putting the white up in behind that target. Yeah, very nice shot as he got on the black as well. He has. Very, very good shot from Jack there.
Yeah, that was well thought out and well played. Had to get it as well if you think about it. You know, the way he played the cue ball there positively to get on the black. If it didn't go in at the jaws, he'd be leaving it, so went full-blooded.
That was a beautiful shot there, because he had to really force that to widen the angle to give himself a chance of these two reds, and might not have looked like much, but that's created a good chance for Jack. Get a good lead. Balls aren't sitting great, but 30-40 point lead here would be huge.
No.
Yeah, there was a couple of frames yesterday in the match that I did with Yan Bing Tao and Joey Lu Long, where the balls just looked completely awkward, and a couple of shots later they all seem to be back in play. I mean, the way those 5 reds are by the black look horrible at the moment, but one good shot and the cannon into them and the game can develop. So you've always got to be an optimist when you play snooker, coming to the table thinking you can make a few more points that actually look like they're there. So
50.
It's not a great chance, but you never know.
$16.
I think Jack would have liked to be a little higher on that black to bring some more reds into play and keep this one that he's about to play now.
23.
It's a bit of security, but still at the table, still potting balls. The next 23 points should be reasonably straightforward, and then that's when the trouble starts. Might try and play to leave the white high on the black, play the cannon next.
32.
Try and bring some balls into play, make things happen.
Yeah, so here you go. You got to play this with plenty of pace, probably with a bit of topspin. See how he sees it. Well, I thought he'd have played topspin. It's one of the best safety shots you're going to play today there.
49.
Yeah, I'm with you, John. I thought he would have topspin and trying to get all 5 reds into play, screwing them there. Just not really sure what was going to move. Knowing Jack, he'd probably still pot this anyway and land high on the black on the other side and bring them into play, but the important thing is he's got a 40 point lead. He's potted a few balls. Looks in good nick here, Jack, I have to say.
Yeah, opening 2 shots in this break were very good. To sort that little red in off the other one, and then the shot on the black to get down the table was pretty good too. So, well, maybe he's thinking about taking it on, and then thought the better of it. The way these balls are, Mark, 40 point lead's pretty massive, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It's worth 50 or 60 easy. Ju's going to have to play a lot of good safety to get balls into play. Jack only needs 2-3 more reds. Tough ask now from Zhu.
One.
My goodness, what a shot that is. That is absolutely wonderful. He potted a long red earlier in this frame, but he screwed back. But that was as good a shot as he's played so far today. That was beautiful cueing. Forced into it. But what a shot that was.
You don't hit them any better than that, John.
I just wonder if he's got an angle here, Mark. I don't think he can get anything out of this.
No, I think it might be leave yourself slightly high on the next red and maybe bring some reds into play from the red, but I think he's went a bit too far for that. Putting all his eggs in one basket of leaving a good angle on the next black.
8.
But a great opening red there to create any type of opportunity.
Nine.
Just didn't get enough side on that to play the cannon on the 3 at the black end, but he can play the cannon on the 2 on the side cushion now. Ideally they were top red and possibly stay on the bottom one, or half ball on the bottom one and bring both into play, or just find the gap. I wouldn't have played that one.
Oh, honestly, if someone said to you, I want you to play the gap there, you couldn't do it. Still, great opening red, got a few points. Clawing back at that deficit.
You see, 16.
Good shot there from Jack. It's only a thin edged one for Zhu now. Just have to stay as patient as possible in this scenario if you're Zhu, because if you start to try and open balls up for no reason, just play it into Jack's hands with him having a 24-point lead already. That was risky, but it's turned out really good. But Jack's going to thin edge this as well. Put the 5 reds close together. Keep the frame as tight as possible. No need to force anything if you're in Jack's position right now.
Yeah, well played. Very good cue ball. As I say, be not expecting to be on anything really, but playing the shots nicely nevertheless. I think we could be in for a bit of fun and games for the next 20 minutes or so.
Played that quite aggressively there, bringing reds into play, and don't think he can get the potting angle of this, but definitely get through the gap to play the dump shot, leave the white on the black rail, or I might just go side cushion, take no chances. This will give Jack another opportunity though of putting him in trouble. As long as he covers the open red, he's in complete control at the minute, Jack.
Yeah, that's actually not finished too badly there. I don't think he can sneak away like he would have done. So where that's finished is not too bad. Due.
Not sure he had much choice there, Jack, but I think I'll try to find something a bit better than that, because he's give the initiative to Zhu. Chance to bring in a red or two into play and get a good white. And as long as he covers this red on the left hand side, he's forcing Jack into playing the more awkward reds. Strange shot choice from Jack.
Yeah, his only problem here, if he plays it possibly, is missing the pink, isn't it? Which he's managed to do. Should get the cover. So yeah, wasn't the greatest shot Jack played there.
Just wondering if these 2 reds on the left anywhere near a plant. Looks high to me, but will it push? No, he doesn't like it. He's playing the other one. I think he's got the pace to this table, John. What do you think?
I mean, honestly, I was at the first day we were in here, somebody played one of those and I thought, oh, that's halfway. I mean, this cloth is just running and running and running. It's lovely. But the speed of that. Yeah, that's pretty good. Shot he's played there. But once again, I think he'll be surprised if he's left anything after this.
It's really good there actually from Jack, because I don't think he can play back up the table now from where he's left it. A very tough red along the black rail that he might be forced into taking. If the black goes in the opposite pocket, it's not so bad, but if he has to force this out for the black in the same pocket, these are horrible shots.
1.
Another excellent piece of cueing, that is. He's obviously satisfied the black does go. He played it beautifully there, Mark. That was a lovely strike, wasn't it?
Yeah, those shots, you need to hit them so well. Cue right through the ball. Don't have much to aim at along these cushions. And if that white just travels a bit, which I think it has, he's alright just to roll this in off the cushion, leave himself high, and screw into these 3 reds from the black, I think.
Yeah, from looking like a situation where he possibly couldn't get a red to go at. The shot that Jack played previously left him that red, but I have to say, wonderful cueing. And yeah, he's just looking here. This is a shot you play, screw into the cushion first with a little bit of side, and try and bring the reds back into play. You'd be happy with that?
Yeah, I just feel like if he hits the middle, one of the 3, he's going to push one to the side cushion and stick a little bit, so he might need to play the right-hand red as we look, and just flick it out and maybe wait for a better opportunity on the other 2. Just hit that a little bit too hard and the screw didn't take effect.
16.
Probably put himself in a bit of trouble now. It's a tricky safety he's left himself, but right back in this frame now.
Seriously, 16.
This is a shot Jack will definitely be taking on. Really likes this type of shot. Stun across the face of the pink spot, land high on the black. Beautifully cued.
Honestly, there's been some fabulous examples in this opening frame of wonderful pieces of cueing, and that's another one. Right in the middle of the bag. Couldn't hit that any better. So both players look like they're cueing very well. It's just the way the nature of the frame was. It was very awkward and bitty and hard fought.
8.
And not very often you'd expect Jack to start a match with a frame that's coming past the half-hour mark, but it's just the way the balls went.
9.
And there's only one thing wrong with those frames, Mark. When you lose them, you don't mind those frames if you win them.
Yeah, absolutely. It feels like a lot of wasted energy when you lose these type of frames. Long time to be out there for no reward. One good pot from Jack here along the rail.
16.
Should be good enough to take this first frame.
Seventeen.
Yeah, taking these well, but the opening red was a corker. Good thing to make sure pot the yellow at least and
24.
try and get on the green. The one thing you don't want is your opponent coming back trying to get snookers after you've had a half-hour frame. Something you don't need.
Lisowski, 24.
And just like you've said, Johnny needed to really make sure of that. Now the torture begins. Already been 31 minutes playing this frame, and this could take a while longer. Now after that miss.
When you're in the commentary box, as long as I've been, Mark, you get used to these situations. You see players doing it, they put the last red and they think they're over the line, and then all of a sudden they miss, and 25 minutes later they've gone through absolute aggravation just to get something they already had.
And you've got the flip side here where I'm loving this. I'm loving every minute I can get with you guys in here and learning the trade. And
I'm not saying I'm not liking it, I'm just saying what happened.
there's a chance here to actually get in behind the black. Up and down with the yellow. Pretty good effort, just a little short pace. I think he's waiting on a chance here, Hugh, to try and pot the yellow, green, brown. One snooker to tie on the blue.
Yeah, that'd be one way to look at it. Currently standing, he needs the 2 penalties, so a little bit of an uphill task.
Always fine whenever your opponent needs snickers, the best thing to do is snicker them. Jack will fully expect a chance in this yellow next to tidy up this frame.
Foul. Lisowski, 4.
Well, that's the nod, you know, from Jusar. Says that's enough, thank you very much, in the opening frame, and it may have taken 33 minutes, but it was a great long pot from Jack Lisowski near the end of that frame, and he takes the opener.